Hi dear one, I'm creating this video just talking around the subject of embodying non-duality. This is something that's so difficult for the mind to comprehend and understand, but I invite you just to listen to the words, or not even to listen to the words, just listen to the vibration underneath the words, because I'm not trying to speak and relate to your mind. I'm actually speaking to a deeper understanding and knowing, just to be realized, that silent listener, that silent observer that is always listening, always observing and perceiving. So embodying non-duality, everyone has different desires and everyone has different thought patterns and different emotional status baselines that they basically run their lives on autopilot with. But what we have to realize is that there is only one source that fulfills all of them. Example, let's say I love coffee and it would make me really, really happy and awake for a while. So getting my coffee solves not having it. If I have 1 cup, I'm pretty happy. 2 cups, more so. What about if I have 3, 4, 5, or 6 cups of coffee in a row? Would I still be happy? Would I still be satisfied and fulfilled? So then how is it that the same thing that can provide me temporarily happy feelings and sensations can also cause oversaturation? We think a concept, a feeling, an object is going to make us eternally happy, or that is actually a desire and a hope from the mind. Your misery doesn't end due to a change in a location or a phenomena or an object. Please realize this. A change in location or phenomena has the ability to satisfy your needs temporarily. For example, me moving from Amsterdam to Mexico, the misery of Amsterdam doesn't exist in my world anymore. But the misery of Mexico exists in my world. So it's all about just an embodied program. No phenomena can provide everlasting happiness. Take this from me. I have gone to the ends of the earth in seek and in search for true happiness that can just stay. But I was looking in the wrong places. I was seeking outwardly. I was objectifying something that is temporarily in its nature. I'll get back to that. So if no phenomena and objects can provide everlasting happiness, because they are temporarily in their nature, and the truth of what you are is eternal. So you will still exist after the phenomena ended. And that includes the mind and the body. Where is the purnata, the completeness, or the satisfaction? I'm sure that you've heard so many people or so many talks include this in their content. So the rishis presents life in a different way, and not in the world of experience in its objects, but they talk about the momentarily, that it can provide some short insight to happiness, but not eternal. So consistent happiness is not in the external. You are that, what you are looking for. We are trying to remove sorrow from our lives. So wanting coffee, it removes the sorrow of not having coffee. So you remove the misery of not having it. Eradicating misery from our lives by adding things that is impermanent or have no lasting cause. If you are trying to bring into your life something to eradicate the misery and to cause a feeling of completeness that is in nature impermanent, it is Maya, it is illusion. There is a misunderstanding that exists there, and it has an expiry date. It is momentarily in itself. If I am that completeness and happiness that I'm looking for, then why do I feel so incomplete? This is the question that I always ask. I am limiting in nature, meaning my mind and my body. What do you refer to when referring to I? When you say, I am hungry, what are you referring to? You're referring to your stomach. The seer and the seen. Why do I want to understand who I am? This is an object to experience, right? For example, a crystal. An object that I can experience through my senses. I can see it. I can taste it if I really want to. I can smell it. I can feel it. So it has a particular shape, size, color, weight. Exactly the same with your form, your body. It has a particular shape, size, weight, color. But is this body you? Is this form really you? Some would say yes, if they are identifying with the body. But no, it's not you. It is simply an object of experience. It has a shape, a gender, a color, a weight. You experience your body. You know this body. So if you are experiencing this object, then how can you be your body? Why is it not you? Because you are experiencing it. Now, is the mind I? It's also not you. It's still an object of experience. So the mind is a variable. You experience love, doubt, ecstasy, grief, sadness, anger, sensations. When you say, I love you, who or what are you referring to? The mind falls in love with the object of experience. It is not the I that is in love with the mind. Or rather, it is the I that is in love with the object of experience, with another form, with another mind. So is it that I that is in love, or is it the mind superimposing its experience onto an object? There is a knower of that love, or any experience, thought, feeling, sensation going on in inner space. Notice the values. Can you say, I am the mind? So superimposing permanent happiness onto an object that is momentarily, isn't that the mistake? How do we rectify this mistake? I am this body but I am not only this body. We are inquiring the substance of object based on how we can use it. Example, the different uses of fabric. So this fabric, if I'm wearing it, I call it a shirt. If I'm using it to dry dishes, I call that something else. If I use this to clean the floor, I call that a cloth. So essentially what it is cotton fiber woven together, but we superimpose various ideas onto this object. That is all. Show me a shirt without fabric. Show me a cloth without fabric. Or a mat without fabric. Superimpose onto an object has benefit, but in reality, by recognizing the truth, it doesn't have to be created. It is already there. It just has to be recognized. You don't have to create the fabric. The fabric is already there, and we are superimposing an idea that this fabric is a shirt. But becoming aware that it's cotton fiber woven together, that's just a realization. We keep removing whatever remains. That is what you are. So, not the experience of the body and the mind, which we get trapped in because we identify with that quite often. But it's a process of eradication.